everybody, welcome back to a very exciting episode of Fandom Fights. Today, friends become enemies. Though I said that the last time Melissa played her friend, and to my knowledge, they are still friends. So, maybe not. But I think we're in for an exciting one, for a fun one, at the very least. We have Melissa Woody, 1-1 record, her rookie singles season, going up against now current, once again, team's champion, Jake Meltzer, coming in at 3-3. Even records matching up against each other. As I said, they are friends. I'm casually trying to reach my marker that I dropped, even though I could do it during the promos in 1 second, but I'm going to do it now. Now that I have my marker, let's get to the promos right now.
As you just heard, I'm going against the champion, Jake Meltzer. So we'll see how this goes. Jake is one of my really good friends in this community. I hate doing promos. I hate that I have to go against him, but I'm excited to test my knowledge and see how this goes. Cheers.
Like Melissa, I also hate that this match is happening because, Melissa is one of my dearest friends in this community. She is a much better human being than I am. Whether she's way better at trivia than I am, I mean, I'm not really at liberty to say. Yes, my record is technically 500, but 2 of those losses are against the thankfully now former team's champions. So I feel like it's kind of stupid that I'm here, but I probably shouldn't say that because that'll get me in trouble. I don't care. I'm just here to I'm just relax. I'm literally on vacation. So I'm just here to relax and have fun, and we'll see how I do. Seeing Melissa is a joy always. So at least there's that, even if we have to compete against each other. But yeah, it's just chill today. Have some fun. Let's do this.
Those were delightful. I don't really care how the players feel. I'm still excited. So but with that, we will move into round number 1. Round number 1 is going to work like this. We have 10 questions in the realm of fandom fights. Each player will have 15 seconds to write down their answer. At the end of 15 seconds, we will say pens down. Players will then reveal their answer and say it aloud. Each correct answer is worth 1 point apiece. And should any individual player get all 10 questions correct in round number 1, they will receive a bonus question. Each player will have 3 repeats, 1 challenge for the entirety of the match. Players, any questions as we get into round number 1?
No.
Nope.
Right. Sounds good. Question number 1 will come in the category of Star Trek. The question is, who directed Star Trek V, The Final Frontier? Just to give everyone a little background, Tim is not here, but he is here, and he has threatened to throw wrenches in the show all evening, even though he is not on camera. 5, 4, just be aware, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Jake.
William Shatner.
And Melissa.
William Shatner.
William Shatner is correct. Point apiece. I forgot Jake was using paper. I was very confused for a second, but
couldn't fit it in my bag. Couldn't fit my whiteboard in my bag. I'm sorry.
Understandable. Your next question comes in the category of Planet of the Apes. Of the 2 characters named Caesar throughout the Apes series, name both of their mothers. I have a mother. Hello, Mom. Probably shouldn't really watch these anymore now that I don't play. But hello, if you see this one, Mom. Yeah, answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Melissa.
I have no idea on one of them, so I just put a name. I put Zira and Helga.
Okay, and Jake.
Zira and Bright Eyes.
Zira and Bright Eyes is the correct answer. So Jake will take the 2-1 lead. As we get to the next question, which comes in the category of Disney live action. Which Disney live action film features a Russian nesting doll that contains increasingly evil villains? being alone. I have to think of things to say. And I only talk to myself when the internet's not watching. Weird now. Answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Jake.
Absolutely no clue. I just guessed Mulan.
And Melissa.
I don't even know if this is a movie. Black Hole.
That is a movie.
Okay.
But the answer is The Sorcerer's Apprentice.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Apprentice. So with that, no more perfect rounds. Scores 2-1 as we get to the next question, which is in the category of Star Wars. The question is, Jango Fett dies on what planet in Attack of the Clones? Recently found out that some players have adopted the new strategy of not watching the films and instead opting to play the Lego video games for certain categories. I hear it works out sometimes, though there are differences in the scenes. Answers in 5, 4, 3.
Repeat
2.
the question.
All right, that is Jake's first repeat. The question again. Jango Fett dies on what planet in Attack of the Clones? I knew a person once with the last name Fett, and we called them Fett because they had the same name as another person in our friend group. So similar to my mom, who I don't think watches these. Hello, Fett. How you been? Comment below. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will go to Melissa.
I have no idea. This is a planet. Domino.
Oh, but that is a great pizza place, if I do say so myself. And Jake.
I'm going to be mad if it's Geonosis. I said Camino.
The answer is unfortunately Geonosis. So,
Yeah.
Jake holding his 2-1 lead. As we get to the next question, which comes in the category of horror icons. In Friday the 13th, 2009, Clay is looking for which missing member of his family? Oh. So I almost quoted another movie just now that's not related to this movie, but I'll tell you after. Only Planet. Oh, yeah, no. Cody Newberry, big fan of Geonosis for some reason, but I think I missed the backstory. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Jake.
Looking for his sister.
And Melissa.
Sister.
Sister is correct. Jake leads 3-2. As we get to the next question, which comes in the category of Pixar. Who voices Francis the Ladybug in A Bug's Life? I almost yelled out during that last question, "Give me back my son!" But then I realized that'd be a bad idea because then, the players would be like, "Is it son?" I know that's not from this film, but
Also, just the Mel Gibson of it all.
is that not Harrison Ford? 5.
I thought that was Mel Gibson paid ransom.
I mean, maybe 2, 1. Pens down. I don't know other movies. We'll go to Melissa.
I could hear their voice in my head, but I can't think of their name.
And Jake.
Dennis Leary.
Dennis Leary is correct. Jake widens his lead as 4-2. I really always thought Harrison Ford said that line, but I'm probably wrong. All right. Your next question. I doubt it. I would trust you over me in this area, but we'll go to the next question, which is in the category of the worlds of DC. Who frees themselves from the Corto Maltese Palace in the Suicide Squad? The Suicide Squad. I forgot to put the emphasis.
Repeat the question.
Sure thing. That is Melissa's first repeat. The question again. Who frees themselves from the Corto Maltese Palace in the Suicide Squad? I'm going to make a movie one day. I'm just going to call it The. It could be about anything I want. Sounds like a really difficult marketing campaign, but I'm sure the people in the booth there could put something together. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will go to Jake.
Harley Quinn.
And Melissa.
Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn is correct. 5-3. As we get to the next question, which comes in the category of scores and soundtracks. What song is young Hercules singing when he first meets his father after being lost in Hercules? This is a good one. It's a good song. Good song. Good film. All the songs in it are good. Big fan. Most of the other stuff in this category, not really, but this one's good. Answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will go to Melissa.
Is it Go the Distance?
And Jake.
Is it Go the Distance?
It is indeed Go the Distance.
Did you see that I wrote it? Or...
I did, yes. You're good.
Go
yep. Go the Distance is correct. Jake leads 6-4 as we get to the penultimate question of the round, which is in the category of James Bond. Which Connery James Bond film features the island of Crab Key? So Tim, as I said, is here. Not just in spirit, like he is watching. And he keeps threatening to play several something different clips. And if one did appear, I don't know what I would do.
Shut up, bitch!
5, 4. I couldn't see if their hands were on screen during that, Tim. 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Go to Jake.
Dr. No.
And Melissa.
Wrote that and changed it to Thunderball.
The correct answer is Dr. No. Jake widening the lead 7-4 as we get to the final question, as there are no perfect rounds. It is in the category of Mission Impossible. What is the last name of the IMF agent killed at the beginning of Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol? Melissa makes the face I make in Warzone a lot. I don't know. I wasted our time. Just fucking count that. Well, you will get answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Melissa.
Just picked a last name, Ford. I don't know.
And Jake.
Similar to his real last name, Hanaway.
Hanaway is correct. I actually get the character name and the real name mixed up all the time. But Hanaway is correct. So Jake will finish round 1 in the lead, 8 to Melissa's 4. But anything can happen as we get into round number 2. Round number 2 is going to work like this. It is the wheel round. We have a wheel with 8 fandom categories on it, as well as spinners and opponent's choice. Each player will get a spin at the wheel. If they like to spin the first time, they can keep it. If not, they could choose to spin again, but they will be forced to keep what they spin the second time. You'll get 5 questions in the chosen category, each worth 2 points apiece, unless you'd like to check down to multiple choice, in which case they will only be worth 1, and be on the lookout as stealing is available in round number 2. Your categories on the wheel today are horror icons, DreamWorks, Disney Animation, Pixar, Star Trek, James Bond, Middle-earth, and fandom quotes. So with that being said, Jake, you are in the lead. Or defer.
That was so rude.
You know what? Tim has to edit this.
But I will not be rude. I will defer.
All righty. Have fun editing this, Tim. All right. Melissa, this will be your first bit.
Sweet.
Lands on DreamWorks Animation. Would you like to keep it or spin again?
Let's spin it again.
All righty. You will have to keep what this one lands on, which is DreamWorks Animation.
Yay. Sounds great.
All righty. Melissa, are you prepared for your questions in the category of DreamWorks Animation?
Not in the slightest, but let's go.
All righty. Your first question. Which DreamWorks film features the 2 main characters working as pest control specialists for people's gardens?
I might know it, but multiple choice.
Okay, your multiple choice options are: is it A, Wallace and Gromit, The Curse of the Were-Rabbit; B, The Croods, A New Age; C, Spirit Untamed; or D, Home?
A.
A is correct for 1 point.
I was like Wallace and Gromit, but I couldn't remember like the rest of it.
All right, Melissa, your second question. Who tells Poe he doesn't belong at the Jade Palace the night of his first day in Kung Fu Panda?
Multiple choice.
Okay, your multiple choice options are: is it A, Shifu, B, Tigress, C, Crane, D, Monkey?
Tigress.
Tigress is correct for 1 point. All right, Melissa, your third question. Who voices the missing link in Monsters vs. Aliens?
Multiple choice.
Okay, the multiple choice options are: is it A, Seth Rogen, B, Hugh Laurie, C, Sam Rockwell, D, Will Arnett?
I'll take a full repeat.
Okay, that is your second repeat. The full question again. Who voices the missing link in Monsters vs. Aliens? And your options are A, Seth Rogen, B, Hugh Laurie, C, Sam Rockwell, or D, Will Arnett?
B.
B is incorrect. Jake, chance for the 1 point steal. Your options again are A, Seth Rogen, B, Hugh Laurie, C, Sam Rockwell, or D, Will Arnett?
Will Arnett.
Will Arnett is correct for the 1 point steal. All right. Melissa, your penultimate question in DreamWorks. How many members of the group known as the Bad Guys are there at the beginning of The Bad Guys?
Multiple choice.
Okay, your multiple choice options are: is it A2, B3, C5, D6?
6.
That is incorrect. Jake, chance for a 1 point steal. Your options are A2, B3, C5, D6.
5.
5 is correct for the 1 point steal. As we get to the final question in DreamWorks. What type of metal does Metro Man pretend is his weakness in Megamind?
Multiple choice.
Okay, your multiple choice options are: is it A, steel, B, aluminum, C, nickel, D, copper?
Aluminum.
That is incorrect. Jake, chance for a 1 point steal. Your options again are A, steel, B, aluminum, C, nickel, D, copper.
Copper.
Copper is correct for the 1 point steal. So with that, we will end Melissa's round 2. She gets her score up to 6, but with the steals, Jake is up to 11. So we will bring back the wheel and Mr. Meltzer's spin at it. Jake, this will be your first spin.
Please get opponent's choice.
It lands on opponent's choice.
Yes, let's go.
Melissa, what would you like to give to Mr. Meltzer?
Just do it.
I mean,
Just do it.
I guess fandom quotes, because no one wants that.
All righty. Sounds like a plan. That was I don't think that's ever happened before. All righty. Jake, are you prepared for your questions in the category of fandom quotes?
Well, I literally asked for it, so yeah, sure.
There. All right, your first question. Which Mission Impossible film features the quote, "Sir, Hunt is the living manifestation of destiny, and he has made you his mission"?
I believe that is Mission Impossible Rogue Nation.
That is correct for 2 points.
He's going to go perfect. Anyways, continue.
Jake, your second question. Finish this quote from Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice.
I'm not going
Maybe it's the Gotham City in me. We just have a bad history with freaks dressed like blank.
Oh. Clowns.
Clowns is correct for 2 points. All right, your third question. What Wizarding World actor says, "Happiness can be found even in the darkest of times if one only remembers to turn on the light"?
Multiple choice.
Okay, your multiple choice options are: is it A, Richard Harris, B, Gary Oldman, C, Michael Gambon, or D, David Thewlis?
David Thewlis?
That is incorrect. Melissa, chance for the 1-point steal. Your options again are A, Richard Harris, B, Gary Oldman, C, Michael Gambon, or D, David Thewlis.
Pretty sure it's A.
A is unfortunately also incorrect. We were looking for the other Dumbledore, C, Michael Gambon.
Richard Harris would have been my second guess. So there you go.
I was like, I know it was Dumbledore, but I thought it was the OG.
All right, Jake, your penultimate question. Which Planet of the Apes character's last line is, "I'm saving the human race"?
Multiple choice.
Okay, your multiple choice options are, is it A, Malcolm, B, McDonald, C, Culp, or D, Dreyfus?
Yeah, that was my first instinct. So I'm just going to go Dreyfus.
Dreyfus is correct for 1 point. Here's where we are at. Jake has one question remaining. If he gets this question for any point value, will be a knockout. So Jake, your final question in Fandom quotes. Which film in the Predator series features the quote, "No one requests to come down here unless they're looking for a reputation"?
Multiple choice.
Okay, your multiple choice options are, is it A, Predator, B, Predator 2, C, Predators, or D, The Predator? Five, four.
Can I get a repeat of the options?
Sure thing. Your options again. Is it A, Predator, B, Predator 2, C, Predators, or D, The Predator?
Predator 2?
And your winner by way of knockout, Jake Meltzer. The answer was indeed Predator 2. And so we come to the end of the match, for which I had a blast. I had a very good time. Melissa played very well. She got stuck with a category she didn't like. Heck, you don't need to hear me talk to you about this. Let's talk to Melissa about this. Melissa, I'm going to bring you in. I think it's no surprise. You were coming in as the underdog. You said it yourself. Jake's a current champion. He's very good in singles. He's only lost to other champions as well. But you were holding pace in round one, and I think had you gotten a different category in round two and Jake still gets opponent's choice, we might be looking at an interesting round three here. So you held your own against a very good player. You're only 1-2 now. That's definitely something you can come back from. How are you feeling about your performance today, and will we see you back soon?
I feel all right. It's kind of what I thought was going to happen. I told the faction before, I was like, my goal is to not get knocked out. So I didn't do my goal, but I'm not surprised. Because, I mean, it was an honor to play Jake. I mean, he's the current champion. He's an awesome trivia player in person. So I had fun, kind of. I wish I did get a different category in round two, and I played better in round one. But
fair.
It is what it is.
I understand, Melissa. I'm sure you'll have more fun matches in the future. Like I said, this was fun for everyone watching, but I imagine you're going to have the most fun. Is there anyone you want to play next time we see you back?
I mean, I'm down to play somebody new and not my faction. It's really
That's
all
fair.
I would like, but I don't really have anyone in mind because Fandom, there's a lot of top tier players, and I'm kind of middle tier mediocre, you might say.
That's a good, because the team name. I see what you did there. Melissa, we love having you. We'll see you back in your next match for sure as we bring in Mr. Jake Meltzer, current champion, who I believe just got his second career knockout. Congratulations,
Yeah.
sir. You played well. You got opponents. You asked for opponent's choice. That was interesting, but you still did very well in a category that not many people like. And at the end of the day, you put the match away. You're now above 500 in your record. So how does that make you feel, and how do you feel about the match today?
I mean, God. Yeah, I didn't, like, I wanted to get back into singles, yes. So I'm not saying I didn't want to play this match, but this is like the most bittersweet. Like, I would have rather played Joe Farrelly one-on-one again than play Melissa, just because she's my faction mate, because she's my dear friend. I hate that this happened. I didn't want to knock her out, which is why I was hoping for opponent's choice. and I wish she had gotten a better category for her than DreamWorks, because that's a hard category for a lot of people. I only became good at it like a month ago. So yeah, it's just this is probably the most bittersweet win I've like ever had in trivia.
I feel it.
Yeah,
I have played.
I'm excited to play somebody who I like can actually get mad at and like want to beat.
Very fair. I understand where you're coming from. I have played Tim before, and the result was similar, and it did not feel good. So I get where you're coming from. Jake, since you won today, you are now above 500. We will see you back a little bit later in the year. We have an idea of who you're going to be playing, but not a solid enough one to tell you who it is yet. So I will just ask you, sir, is there anyone you are looking to play against?
There are some people, yeah. I think just in general, maybe this is because I'm slightly emboldened now because I'm team's champion, but I kind of want to go big game hunting a la the Predator. I mentioned before that two of my losses were to the former team's champions, Joe and David. My other loss was in the singles tournament last year to one Mr. Cameron Holtzman, and I am a much different, much better player than when we played last. So I'd like to see just how much better I really am, and I think that would be a great test. And I would really like to avenge that loss.
All right, I like that. That was a riveting speech. I was enthralled. But Jake, like I said, we don't know who you're playing, but what I can tell you is your next match will be on a quest of sorts to perhaps take a shot at the one belt you haven't won yet. So that's something I look forward to, and I
don't expect to get there, but I will do my best.
You never know. And Mr. Holtzman may also be in that picture. So we'll see what happens. Jake, congratulations on the win today. We'll see you next time for sure. And thank you to all of you for continuing to watch Fandom Fights and for watching this one. I had a fun time, and hopefully you all did too. So thank you to Jake. Thank you to Melissa. We'll see you next time on another exciting episode of Fandom Fights.
We are so glad you came. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye now. Bye. Bye-bye.
And again, that's the hero gig. Part of the journey is the end.
Goodbye, old friend.
Kitty has to go.